Lamine Yamal was probably player of the match, I felt. He was very, very good offensively, and obviously was the one who created the penalty kick and eventually went on to score his first ever penalty kick for Barcelona. So therefore, offensively, not enough impact in front of goal. The stats simply don't lie either. 3 shots on target from Barca, compared to the home side, 6 from Rayo Vallecano. That is so poor, but this is a difficult place to go play, for especially the big clubs, your Atletis, your Real Madrid, and of course Barcelona. Anytime they go to play at that stadium, it's always very, very difficult, and even more so when there's no video review, and even more so when the field is in the condition that it was in. Video review helped Barcelona out here, I think, gave them the penalty kick, but I think defensively Barcelona can be maybe counting their lucky stars, because Juan Garcia was unbelievable in the Barcelona goal. He made 5, maybe 6 saves there, because I don't agree with the stats. I think he actually made 6, but the stats are saying 5 saves in this game. I thought he was outstanding, and some of the saves he made, he had no right to make those types of saves. And I think Barca, as you pointed out there, Stefano, vulnerable in that centre-back position, vulnerable because of the conditions of the field surface, maybe in the wide areas, I felt, especially in that first half from Rayo, and of course vulnerable from set plays as well, which is where Rayo got their goal. So nowhere near good enough from Barcelona. And I actually thought that Koundé wasn't necessarily that great in the right full-back position, and Balde, who eventually was taken off the field in the second half, wasn't great either. But again, I go back to it. These places are difficult to play. You're coming up against a very, very entertaining team. Garcia and De Frutos, very good for Rayo in those wider areas, sometimes tucking in. Diaz in behind, easy. Palathon, who I thought was excellent for Rayo Vallecano. It's a difficult place to go play, but you would expect Hansi Flick and his team to find a way to win these types of games and not concede. And to concede from a set piece, I think Hansi Flick will be really disappointed with that.
You see that team there and you see the bench. We're, again, less than 24 hours to the end of the transfer window. Do they need more to truly compete, as you mentioned, in the Champions League? We know that in La Liga they're going to be the favorites.
Yeah.
But to compete in the Champions League, do they have enough depth at all of the positions?
Well, they don't. And can they have depth? Can they spend money? No. I mean, they're kind of hand-tied right now as to what they can actually bring into the football club, unless it's proper deals that will help them and understand with the regulations and rules that have been put on against Barcelona. They've got to be very wise how they make these moves in the transfer window before they close. But Barca still have a deep squad. If you look at the players who came off the bench, Rashford, Lopez, Martin and Lewandowski came off the bench. Not bad. Still impact players, right? And you've still got some youngsters on the bench who can still have an impact as well, and some players who already have experience.